How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggly. I'm Will, and I'm still trying to get situated. And today I guess we're playing Tiwanaku, I guess is what we're playing. So originally I had Ashes set up, and then I had this for another day, and this was actually last week, and I didn't get a chance to read the Ashes rules. I was like, can I read it in 30 minutes and get it all set up? No, probably not. Probably not. So that wouldn't be a good gameplay for you. At least I've played this before. Read the rules last week again, so I may have to reference it a little bit through this playthrough, but this is our lunchtime playthrough. Got to get this done in about an hour, so let's go ahead and flip over the camera. I will give you a brief rundown of what this is. That is the way zoomed out. We'll do this one. This one works much better. So we're set up for Tiwanaku for a solo gameplay. So in the solo gameplay, you're basically going up against the different auto meeples that are already out here, as well as, well, yourself. So what you're trying to do is, it is a deduction style game where you're trying to, you have hidden information, you're trying to figure out what this entire map is. On your turn, you'll be able to do one of two things. You can either just move. You can move as far as you can. You cannot go through other people's meeples, but you can go through your own. Once you land on an empty space, then you reveal what tile is there. The way you do that is with this handy dandy tile revealing system. So if we look here, we have a flame, and then we have a turtle. That side, turtle. So we have a flame turtle. So I've got flame turtle here. And then what we would do is reveal this side, and it says it is green. So of course we have a green item in there. So that is what we would place. The second thing you want to do is actually figure out what crops want to be growing on that. So the rules are that there would only be one crop of a particular number, 1 through 5, in a zone. A zone consists of all tiles that connect. So for example, this is 1, this could be 2, 3, 4, and this could be 5. Right? Because that is green. These could technically all connect, or maybe this doesn't connect, and maybe these tiles are like here. We don't know. The location could be hardly any size. I think it's got to be greater than 1. That I can't remember, but they do need to be larger than. They don't have to be all 5, right? So there are a limited number of each of the tiles, which are over here on the left side, to fill in this map. There cannot be two different zones diagonal from each other, so we couldn't have a green one here and a green one here, as an example. So we know that this would not be green unless this is also green, right? So they would be adjacent to each other. So that's really what we're trying to do, is figure out what all goes in here. If every time we do get it correct, we do get to pick up a offering. So that is basically just these little pieces here. I'll probably use them for guesses, because that's the automaton doesn't do it in solo. It does in co-op. It'll actually turn these in when you turn them in. But if I have so many offering pawns, this gets me additional points as well. And then for points, that's kind of the next thing. You want to try to find tiles kind of evenly, right? And the reason for that is, and you'll notice, well, you can't see because my head's over here, but the Automa is already starting at 23 points because we already set up this board, and they got 1 point or 1 movement on this track for each different color they found. So you do it in order that they found them in the setup. It says go left to right, top to bottom. But every time there are multiple on that row, well, now I'm going to get 2 points. Because when this one slides up, I get 2, right? The green over here, right, it was here, so at one point it got 3, but then it was by itself again, so it got 1 and it got 1. The blue has nothing. So if she finds a blue next, then this would move up 1, and she would get 1, 2, 3, right? Second way you get points is by correctly guessing the crops, of course. 5, 3, 2, 1. And then you get those points for correctly guessing the crops. Let's do a quick flip through, make sure I've covered everything. I think I did. So movement, discovery, divining is figuring out your crops, offering, if you find the crops, and then, yeah, understanding the location. Things can't be orthogonal to each other. And you also, the other thing is you'll never have 2 of the same crops next to each other. So like here, the purple, this can't be a purple So nowhere around here can be purple, right? All right. And so for the Automa for solo, really the only difference is how they move. So when I reveal a tile, then that's going to flip over. And on the bottom of these tiles, I can do is one that's on the board because it doesn't matter. You'll see there are arrows. And there's a north, south, east, west. So we put this north. And then that particular one is going to move until it gets to basically a blank spot. Once it gets to a blank spot, then it will reveal both. On its turn, it automatically reveals both, gets its scoring accordingly. If we reveal a blue arrow in the easy mode, nothing, right? They just basically get a free turn. If you want to play hard mode, you can actually say that it makes you end and stop your actual turn. Yeah. But yeah, they basically keep going until they run into something they can't. Yeah, straight line, don't change directions. Yeah. And then for divination, so this is one other change for solo. In divination, normally you could just divine whatever crops you, or whichever Quechua meeple you want to divine for. So if you only want to divine one crop, you can divine one crop. But when you're doing in Automa, in solo, you have to actually divine all. If you divine incorrectly, you do lose points. I forget how many, we'll have to look that up in case I do divine incorrectly. So I think that is it. We do have to start on the edges. I start with 5. They're kind of down here, they're a little bit hard to see. But I do start with 5 little guys here. All right, so where do I want to go? So I would almost assume that this is going to be yellow. It just makes sense because that's there. So that doesn't really give me more information. So I don't think I want to go here. I would need to figure out how big this blue is. And then I don't really know what's around here. So let's do that. Let's start down here. So we're going to go to Turtle Star. So we are Turtle. We're already on Turtle. And Star. Turtle Star. And that is a green. So Turtle Star is green. So I get to go up on the green track. 1. And I'm on the scoreboard with 1 whole point. Now, we do flip this over. And so the white one is going to go as far as it can. It's going to go up 1 spot. That is Llama Moon. So Llama Moon. And it's going to do both. So I can just basically reveal both. So it is a green 1. So green and 1. So it gets 1 point for the 1. It moves up its green. Its green is in a track all by itself, so it only gets 1 point for that as well. All right. So this is kind of in no man's land, so let's go here. Let's go Cloud Bird. So Cloud Bird. All right. And that is the sand. I guess it's like the sand, the yellow one. All right, so blue. I am blue, so that doesn't go anywhere. All right. So this is a whole new section here. So this is yellow. And again, I don't know what are in these, so that doesn't really help me. Oh, and then I got to go up 1 on the yellow. Now I have 2 in the same row, so 1, 2. So I kind of want to aim for another color, so then I can get a 3rd point. So I think we'll see if this is blue. So we got rainbow turtle. We have a rainbow turtle. Rainbow and turtle. No, rainbow turtle is the muddy area. So rainbow turtle is brown, which is fine. I don't have brown yet, so that's going to get me points. And the yellow one is going to go to the right. So let me get my points here first. So now I have 3. 1, 2, 3. So you can see it escalates really quickly doing that. And then the yellow one is going to go over. It's going to stop there, which is fire. It's a fire llama. Fire llama. Fire and llama. And then same thing, can do both. So that is a mud 1. So mud and 1. Right? So it gets 1 point for the 1. And then mud goes up 1, and it's all by itself now, so only gets 1 point for that too. All right. So I need a blue, but I can't. I almost guarantee this is, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. These are probably connected here. So the question is, does blue come down like this, or is this all the mud? We know over here is probably blue, so I think this might be a safe bet. Let's do turtle leaf. So, leaf. Where's leaf? Leaf. There you go. Leaf and turtle. That is no. Yeah, turtle leaf. Wow, that's actually not what I thought it was. Okay, that is yellow. That's sand. And it's blue, so I get another free turn. So turtle leaf was sand. So that is now by itself, so I only get 1 point. All right. Not what I was aiming for. All right, so the blue would get me the most if I can find another blue. I got a big stack of blue. There's got to be more blues. Let's see here. Let's go here. Let's go in between these two. So that is sun turtle. That is a sun turtle. Sunny days. All right, sun turtle is green. So, and blue again. So I get to go again. So 1 green for me. So that puts me in this row, so it counts as 2. 1, 2. All right, so now all of my meeples are out there. All of my Automa people are out there. So I can't, in a normal game, you can remove and put them back. I can't collect in a solo. In solo, you just keep moving. All right. So I don't want to divine. Divining right now does me absolutely no good because I don't know what anything else is. All right, so we know this can't be a 2. Can't be a 1, can't be a 5. We know this is a 5, so we know it's a big area. Like I said, the problem is I have to divine everything. So I kind of need to make sure I get everybody in spots where I know what the numbers are. All right. So I need to find this other gray. So I think I'm going to move this guy up 1. So that is sun snake. Sun snake is blue. All right, and that is going to make the white one go up 1. So that gives me 2. The white one is going to go up 1. And that is Gecko Moon. Gecko Moon. So Moon. Gecko. That is a brown 4. So brown. And a 4. All right, so he gets 4 for that. And then he goes up 1 on the brown track. It's by itself, so it only counts as 1 point. He's just racing away. He's at 32 right now. All right. So we know this is the gray area. The best thing for me to do would be move to a brown. So this is, that's a 5. I need a section that might not have 5 in it. I kind of need to get up here though. This is probably a brown. So it's probably a safe bet to try to finish that because it's 5, 4, 2. This can't be a 1. It can't be a 2. So we know this is a 3. All right, because it can't be a 1, can't be a 4, can't be, yeah, this has got to be a 3. Which means this has got to be a 1. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So we're going to do this one. That should be brown. That should be the brown 1. Then I just need to get my other guy here. So when I do the divination, I can do both these at the same time. So moon, bird. So we're on moon, bird, and of course it's a brown. The hope is it doesn't white because I don't want him to go that way. No, it is the tan one. I'll get my points for that first. So 1, 2, 3. And then he is going to go up because he is at the edge. You'll see that there, well, you might not be able to see. There's these little dots on the edges that tell them to wrap around. So he's going to go up, wrap around, and end up there. So that is bird leaf. All right, bird leaf. All right. That is dots, which I guess is sand 5. Oh, did not want him to find a 5. All right, so that's sand 5. That is not a good one for him to find. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that is sand, so his yellow goes up by 1. It's by itself, so that's only 1 point. Yeah, 5 hurt. All right. Now, so the thing is, I can't go here. I can only go through paths that are connected. I have to stop anytime it's blank. So I have to walk my way up there. On the next one, though, I can skip that. I can go to here. So we'll go here. So that is snake star. Snake star. Which is green. That is the grasslands. That is the one I didn't want. Like I said, I did not want that white one because now he's going to get that. And that, I was heading up that way for this exact purpose. Dang it. All right, so that moves up my green, which is 1. So then he's going to move over here and take the one I was trying to get. So star lizard. Or star gecko, star lizard. All right. So that is, yeah. So I knew it was going to be brown and I knew it was going to be the 3. Dang it. I would have had that one. Brown. 3. Drop my green one. All right, so he gets 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And his brown goes up 1, which now gives him 2 more. The problem is I don't want to divide. I can't divine these other spots. I don't know enough about them. I now know what this one is, and I'm blocking him from going there, so I'm fine there. So I guess now, let's see. This can't be 1. This can't be, so it can't be a 1. It can't be a 2. It could be a 4 or a 3. It could be a 4 or a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't know where 5 is either, or the last tile. Okay. So I know this one is a 2. So let's put this one here so I remember that's a 2. So this is a 1, 3, 5, 5 here. So this can't be a 1, a 3, so it could be a 2 or a 4. So, got little Bella has. All right, this looks, I'm wondering if this will be a small zone. These might be small zones down here. So let's move this guy, see if we can figure out how big this blue is. Because I'm thinking if this yellow connects, then the blue is only, well, no, the blue has to be at least 3 wide. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, which means we know this can't be a 2. This can't be a 2. So no, this has to be larger than 2. or larger than a 3. Is it can't put a 2 here or here. So is this only a 1? It could be 4. And this could be another yellow. So let's go to the right. And the question is, how big is this green? Let's go to the right. Figure out what this one is. All right. Oh, forgot to do something in chat. All right. So that is mountain. It's a mountain turtle. Mountain turtle. Mountain turtle. Green. Okay, so this is a 1. I'm guessing that's a 1. It's got to be a 1. So. All right, so that's purple. Well, let me move up my green first. Move up my green. It's only 1. Purple is going to go to the right. Purple goes to the right, which is it's a rainbow gecko. Rainbow geckos. Those mysterious rainbow geckos. You only find these deep in the Amazon. Rainbow gecko. All right, so this is sand 4. Dang it, stop finding the big ones. Stop finding the big ones. Big ones are worth more points. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4 for finding the 4. And then he moves up his sand 1. It's all by itself, so that's only 1 point. I forget how to track once you've gone over 60. Maybe he's not supposed to. Yeah, because there's no more tokens in the bag. But you're already supposed to track when you get over 60. Yeah, there's no more pieces. Okay. All right. So this has got to be a 1. Because in order to get the blue to have enough, it's got to go 1, 2, 3. 4. It has to go 4. Because this... No, it's got to go 5. Because this can't be this could be a 4, but then this still can't be a 1. This still can't be a 2. So it could be a 1. And then this would be a 2. Right? So let's see here. How would that work? This would be a 4. This would be a 1. Well, that can't be a 1 if that's a 1. That can't be a 1 if that's a 1. That's a 1, so that's definitely not a 1. So would it be going... It can't be a 2. So is this a... It can't be a 5. Huh. This was connected, right? You have 1, 2, 3, and 4 here. Don't know which order though, because that's a 2 there. And that would make the blue go up. But again, that doesn't work. Because here's my 3. This can't be a 1. It can be a 4. Yeah, that would work. So if... No, that's my 4. Unless it's a 5. If it's a 5, then this would be 5. This would be 4. Then I don't know which way it's going for the 2 and the 1. Because this would have to be a 1. And then 2 couldn't be around that, so technically that would have to be a 2. I mean, that would work. Again, if this is a 1. That's with the assumption that that's a 1. So. I could divine this one. When I could divine this one. Can't divine this one. Because I don't know what this is. So I think we're going to move this guy here to see if this is all green. Because then I might be able to divine this one. Let's do that. Move him there. That's a fire snake. All right, fire snake. Fire snake is brown. Okay. Which is fine, because that means that's only 3. Oops, gotta do it the other way, so I know which way he's going. Yellow is going up. So that gets me 1 brown, which gets me only 1 point. And then he's gonna move up. So it's a fire lizard. The fire gecko. Which is green 4. Stop finding the 4s, man. Oh, man. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then green goes up 1. All right. So, if I'm right down here, and this is a 2, then this would have to be a 2. Right? This would be a 1, 2. This would be a 3, which works. Then this is a 1. All right. So I want to get all of my people onto these spots that I know. I have to reveal this, which could hurt me. I know what that one is. I don't know what this one is. Don't know what this one is, and I'd have to get him somewhere where I could divine. I mean, this is easy. I move here, I get to go again because they don't get to move. So that's okay, fine. Do that. I don't remember. Can I go through his people? Same color. So I have to go around that green one. Okay. So I'm going to have to go around the green one. Which means I got to come up and around. So I'll have to do this one so I can get up and around. Oh no, I can just move. I want to do this one anyways. So I'll move him there. And then actually, let me double check. If the Automa moves every time I move onto a tile with an arrow, or only when I revealed it. That's cooperative. We're not doing cooperative. We're going so. Stare for Sky, reveal 1, invisible, turning small arrow, wind rose, da da da. Da da da. When Kiwa Meeple moves a tile, yeah, reveals everything. When a Kijwa Meeple ends its movement on a train tile, whether the train tile was already there or freshly placed. Okay, so yeah, so I would have to move him when I move on to anything other than a blue. So luckily both of these are blue, so I'm still good. If I were to have moved, say, for example, into this yellow one, then the yellow would get to move. So it is a way to get you to move their people out of the way. Would be, getting on the spot, but that does mean that they're then going to reveal something. So I know this is a green, so we can go ahead and move here to reveal that. So that's going to be a moon snake. Moon snake. Right? Or mountain snake. Why did I say moon? Mountain snake. And it's a mountain underneath. All right. Which is what I knew it was going to be. All right. And then the brown one is going to take... oh, he's not gonna take what I know, so that's fine. He's gonna come down and go here, which is the leaf gecko. So leaf gecko, right, leaf gecko, which is, and stop finding the 4s. It's the sand 4. Sand 4. So he gets 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the sand goes up 1. He has 2 in that row, so 1, 2 more. Yeah, I don't remember how you track 60. I don't know how I'm going to track that. Maybe I'll just add these little bits to him, I guess, when he goes around. I don't know if I had the same problem when I played it before. Like he goes past 60 and then I'm like, how do I calculate his score? All right. So I can divine these. I can divine that. I can't divine this one. And the problem is for me to get all the way over here, I'll have to go here. I think I'm going to risk it. So I think I'm going to go here. And to risk him moving and not ending up on my spot. So we're going to go here. Because then on the next turn I can move him and go here. So that is a cloud snake. Cloud snake. That is mountains. If you've noticed, I've stopped trying to figure out how to get the most points on here now, because now it's like I want to get to where I need to go so I can do my proper divining. All right, so mountain. We'll go ahead and move this up while I'm doing it. I have 2 in that row, so I get 2 there. And then blue, so yay, he doesn't get to go. That worked out in my favor. All right, so now I'm going to go again. And again, I can go as far as I want, and I can move through my own people. So I'm going to go through there and then come down here. All right. That does make purple move. So purple is going to go there. So that is a cloud gecko. Cloud gecko. That is yellow 3. So yellow 3. So he gets 3 for the tile. 1, 2, 3. He's now got some cargo on him. And then his yellow is going to go up 1, and he's got 2 in that row. 1, 2. All right. So now I'm going to divine. So I have to do divine on everything because everything is here. But I think I know what everything is, so we should be good. So first we're going to do here, moon, bird. So moon, bird should be a, what is that, number 2? Oh no, number 1 should be a number 1. I don't know why I put that there. It should be a number. I should have put a 1 in there. So yeah, number 1 because that was the number 2. So and that is correct because that's what's there. So I get one of those. Get a number 1, and I get 1 whole point for that. All right. All right. So this one, let me just double check again. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because this can't be a 2 because that's a 2. I think this is right because I put everything where it is. There's nothing angled. So we're going to start here. So that is sun and turtle. So it's a sun turtle. Sun turtle. All right. Is a 2, which is green. So that is good. So that is 2. So I get 2 points for that. 1, 2. This one should be a 3, so that is mountain and turtle. We have a mountain turtle. That is a 3. Like that. That. Get 1, 2, 3 points for that. This one should be a 1 because this has to be that. It has to be, right? Right? That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, so actually I know what this is. This is going to be a red. That's going to be a 3. All right, so this one we're doing leaf turtle. Leaf turtle should be a 1. It is a 1. There, 1. So leaf turtle's 1. I can only have 1 of each type, so I don't get that one. I do get the 1 point for that. And then the last one here is the green one, so that is snake mountain. So we go mountain, snake, and then that should be a 2. It is a 2. All right, so I don't get that one, but I do get the 2 points. 1, 2. All right, so I've divined everything. I need to get some yellow. I need to get a yellow and the purple, which are here. So I'm good. All my guys are kind of here, so we can kind of go in that direction. So the first one, I'm going to go here. So that is leaf snake. So leaf, snake. That is a mountain, which again, we knew it was going to be a mountain. All right, now the yellow is going to go that way, which gets me 2. And then he's going to go here, which is mountain lizard. Mountain lizard. That is the mud 3. So again, don't like when he gets the higher numbers. It's taking points away from me. So mountain or the mud 3. So he goes up 1 on the mud. Oh, that was a bad one. Because that gets him 3. 1, 2, 3. And then he gets 3 for the crops. 1, 2, 3. Push. He is moving. He is booking it. I don't know if it's my internet or if it's Comcast or YouTube. I always have ingestion problems lately. And I even upgraded to 1.2 gigs. That's crazy. All right. So we're going to move. We're just going to go ahead and I need, where am I at on? Yeah, I need yellow. So technically I need to go all the way up here. So I'm going to have to move this guy like that. So let's move him here so we can reveal this. So that is the llama leaf. So leaf, llama. It's going to be mountains, which again we knew it was going to be mountains. All right, and the white one is going to go down. Now I can't remember if he goes to the first one or if he doesn't go to those. Let me double check. All right, there's the same color. No, that's the same color. Otherwise, move the auto to match an arrow in the direction of the arrow. They will move along train tiles no matter what's on them. Always in a straight line. Automobile stops moving when it lands on an empty space in the game board. All right, so it has to be an empty space. So he won't stop on these because they're not empty, right? Because there's something already there. So he's going to go down and then come back up here. So that is moon turtle. And the problem is once all of the tiles are revealed, then the game ends, right? Normally you can still do your divines, but in this particular case, the game ends. So moon turtle. He is really booking on me. Moon turtle. I don't know if these have different difficulties. This is, I forget which one this one is. I'll have to pull it out at the end. But I can't remember if it was one of the Kickstarter ones that I'm playing or if it's one of the later numbers. I think it is one of the later numbers. All right. So moon, did I do that right? Moon turtle. Yeah, moon turtle. So green 3. Stop. He's getting all the big numbers. He's going to win just because he's getting all the big numbers. I got to find some of the bigger numbers. So this is a 5 and that's a 3. So these I definitely want to get. So he can't. So gets 3 for that. 1, 2, 3. And then he goes up 1 on his green. It's all by itself, luckily. So that's only 1. So he's at 74 and I'm over here on 30. All right. So I can go here, up, over, up, which is where I want to be. Well, we know that's going to be yellow, but let's just do it. So it is the water lizard. Water lizard. Water lizard. All right, so that should be a yellow. And that's the yellow. That is sand. There's only 1 yellow left. Where is that yellow? And then white is going to go down. Which this is going to be a fun one. So he's going to go down. He's going to come up. He's going to go around and end up there. That was a fun one. So that is rainbow bird. Rainbow bird. So that's the other sand, and it's the number 1, which is to be expected. There's sand 1. So he gets 1 for finding it. Move up his sand track. He now has 2 in that row. 1, 2. So we know this one is a 4 because we're out of the yellow tiles. So they tell you how many tiles there are, so you kind of can guess. So we know this is a 1. That's the 2. So we know this is going to be a 2. Does that help me decipher any of the rest of these? All right, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. This is going to be a 5. This can't be a 1, so we know this is going to be a 1, which means that this is going to be the. Oh, I got to get up here. That's going to be a 5. This is most likely a 2. And I don't know what numbers in either one of them. There's no way I can deduce those. I'm just trying to see if I can figure these ones out. I don't think it's neat. We're going to come back over here. I got to get here, though. I have to do that one. But again, that means I need to have all my other ones either on a spot that's already been revealed or on a spot that I know what's on it. And right now, I'm only going to know what 3 are, and I got 5 guys. So let's go ahead and move him over to here. That is snake water, a water snake. Water moccasin, I guess. Water snake. All right, and that is mountains, which again, we knew it was going to be mountains. And that is going to move the yellow one up. So yellow is going to go up, over. Oh, it's taking that one. Luckily, it's a 1. It's only a 1, so that's fine. I know it's going to be green, so what is that? That is fire. It's a firebird. Not to be confused with the car. This is a living animal, more like a phoenix. Firebird. Firebird. All right. Let me double check. Firebird. Yes. So green 1. That's what we knew it was going to be. Green 1. So he gets 1 for the 1. Moves up on his green, which puts it all by itself. So luckily, that's only 1 as well. I have to get that one. All right. So I can't go here because I can't move through him. He's kind of got me blocked off. I can go here though. So at least I can get the points there. So we're going to move there. It's blue, so that means he's not going to move. So now we are going to divine. So we'll do this one first. So that is cloud bird. Now we're already on bird. We just need cloud. So cloud bird should be a 2. The question is, hang on, before I do that, do I want to do my trade in? Because I'm going to get a lot of duplicates right now. I think I'm going to do it. So I'm going to turn in these 3, and 3 get me 3 points. 1, 2, 3. All right, so cloud bird should be a 2. It is a 2. So I get 2 points. Oops. I'm losing all my discs. 2. So 2 points. 1, 2. And then I got a green one from the next one. All right. So that's the first one. All right. This one should be a 4. So leaf snake. Snake. Leaf is a 4. So we are good there. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. This one should be the 5. So snake water. Snake water 5. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm starting to make a little bit of progress, but like he's way ahead. I do remember, I think the first time I played solo, I think I did beat him. So let me do this one, which is water gecko, should be a 3. Water gecko is a 3. All right, so what I need, I'm actually going to have all 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it was a good thing that I did trade those in because now I'm going to have all 5. So that's 3. 1, 2, 3. And then this one, llama leaf, is going to be a 1. Llama leaf is a 1. All right. So it gets me 1 point there. I'm going to trade in all 5. So that gets me 10 points. That puts me at 58. Still, I'm at 58. He's at 79. Man. All right. So, I get to go because I haven't hit an arrow. I don't know what these could be. So 3, 5, 1. If I go here, and I don't have to stop on those. I have to stop when I hit these. So technically I don't have to stop on those. I can go up to here. And I know this is 2. 5. This can't be a 3. So this can be a 2. Or can't be a 4. So this has to be a 2 because that's a 4. So 1, 2. This can't be a 3. Oh, there's the 3. Sorry, there's the 3. So this one here would be the 4. All right. So this is a 5. This can't be a 4. Can't be a 1. So this can only be a 3. Let's see. So this can't be a 3. This can't be a 2. So this has to be a 1. Oh no, this has to be a 1. This has to be a 2. Which means this can't be a 2. That would have to be a 4. And then so 3, 4, 5. So this has to be the 1 and the 2. This can't be a 1. So that's a 2. That's a 1. All right. So I've basically solved the game at this point, right? Because I know where everything is. I just need to get there and hope he doesn't get there first. So if I at least get here, then I can get my next guy here, depending what happens on the spots. I think that's where I'm going to go first. I don't think these are going to be high. I mean, one's going to be a 4 and one's going to be a 2. So we know that's a 4. We know this is a 2. So I could go here. That is going to move the white one. Where's he going to go? That'll move the white one here. So that's a 2. Do I want him to just have a 2? Do I have a way to move the white one down? No. I need to move white down because I'd rather have him take that 1. I'm fine with the 2 because I want this 4. I want this 4. I want this 4. Well, let's do this first because that's blue. So let's go ahead and go here because he's not going to move. I've got that 4 secured. I need that 5. Oh, I can get to that 5 now. So remove this one here. Remove this one. Well, hang on, no. Let's not do that one yet. Let's do this 4 first, and then I'll move up there because we know he's just going to come down here and get this 2. So that works for me. So we're going to move him here. That's going to move the white one because that actually gets him out of my way too. So that's going to move him left. He's going to go up there, come down there, go up there, go up there. So then he's going to end up here. So that is Cloud Llama. See if I can make a comeback on this very, very last one. Cloud Llama. That is a mountain 2, which is what I thought it was going to be. So, mountain and 2. So he gets 2 for the finding the crop. And then he gets mountain moves up 1. Oh, really? That's his first mountain he's ever found. Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. So, is there one other one? Okay, the 3. So I'm going to move him to the 3, which does move him up which is going to be in, hang on, do I want to do that? No, I do not want to do that. I don't want to do that one first. I don't remember where I was. There. I want to do this one first, because the reason I don't do that is if I go here, that's going to move the white one up. He's going to go up, down, up, around, and he'll take that 5. I don't want him to take that 5, so we're going to go get the 5 first. I'd rather lose the 3 than the 5. Okay, so that is Sunbird. So Sunbird. That is green. Really not concerned what color it is now anymore. So that is going to move the tan one left. So he's going to go there. He's going to come up here and go down here, up here, down here, all the way down to this one. So that is a turtle cloud. Cloud turtle, right? Cloud turtle. All right. So that is a swamp 2. That's what we knew it was. It was going to be a 2. So he gets 2, 1, 2, and then he moves up on the swamp 1, which gets him 2 more. I even with me getting all these points, I don't think I'm going to catch him. I mean, he's like 30, almost 30 points ahead. Yeah, wow. He toasted me on this one. All right. So let's go here, which then does move the white one up. So it goes up, down, up, all the way over here, all the way over here, all the way over here. So we knew he was eventually going to land on one of these. So that is Llama Rainbow. It is a rainbow llama. So they didn't have unicorns, they had rainbow llamas. Rainbow llama. I guess that's a type of unicorn. Rainbow llama is a mountain 1. We knew that's what it was going to be. Mountain 1. So he gets 1 point for that. We move up his mountain. He only gets 1 point for that because he's really delayed in that. He revealed way more tiles than me. I mean, I want to think that, oh, this didn't get him a lot of points, but it kind of did. All right, and this tile could still be discovered, but let me see here. I don't know if I get one more divination at the end. I think it just ends. I think that's what it's talking about, is you don't get to do the last divination. End of game, there is not a final divination yet. So you win if I have more. So I have to do this first, and then I can get the points for this at the very end. So we'll go ahead and divine where I am. Yeah, that's basically what I have to do. So let's go ahead and get that one. So that is the bird. Bird sun, the sunbird. Holy cow, bro. Sunbird, all right? And that is a 5, which we knew it was going to be. So, got 5. So it does give me 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Then we're going to do this one over here. So that is Snake Star. It's a star snake. No relation to Star Fox. Star Snake, which is a 4. Again, that's what we knew it was going to be. So that is 4 more points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let me see let me double check on the offering. Okay, so it's after I've completed. So I can't turn these in until I've completed all my divination. So basically I'm going to have extra yellows, unfortunately, because I did save all these for the end. So Cloud Snake. So Cloud Snake is 4. So we knew that was going to be a 4. So I get 4 for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to do Sun Snake. So Sun Snake is 3. And that was going to be a 3. All right. Then we're going to do this one, which is the Fire Snake. So Fire snake is a 4, and renewal is a 4. That. That. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I can turn these 3 in because I'm not going to be able to do another divination. Because I mean, I would need to do this one and this one, right, to get the 10 points. I could move here and do 1 divination. But the thing is, the yellow is going to keep going until he lands on this spot, which means then I don't discover that spot. So let's see here. This would get me 1 point for this. And then I would have 4 to turn in, which would give me 6. So this would give me 7 points total. That actually might be the better thing to do. Because just bumping up once for the tan is only going to give me 2 points. Yeah, that's the better thing to do. So I'm going to do that. Because I get to... Oh, no, because he's still going to move. And then you don't do the final divination. So that would get me 0 points. Yeah, I have to go here. Yeah, so we're going to turn the 3 in, because that's what I'm going to have to do. So that gets me 1, 2, 3. And then we move up here to discover that is that. It doesn't matter what the arrow is, because I mean, there's nowhere for him to move. So that moves me up 1 on the swamp. So it gets me 2 more, 1, 2. And that is pretty much the end of the game. So final score, I had 20. He ran away with 28. Yeah, the unfortunateness of that's not a word, of him he found so many 5s and so many 4s. Like he found most of the 5s and 4s. This map also started with a bunch of 5s. So like I said, I wanted to see what was the difficulty I chose. Come here. Let's see here. At least I set this one up correctly. So every game the other 2 or 3 games I've played of this, I put one thing in the wrong spot. Now, I guess what you should do is validate, but then the problem is if you did have something in the wrong spot, you kind of now revealed another thing. The question is, would you remember that after you've reset everything up and then start playing? So yeah, this was the Kickstarter. This was Kickstarter number 7. I guess I should say that at the beginning of the thing. All right, let's go ahead and do a quick, I guess, second impressions. Because again, I've already played these before. We've played it normal and a semi-co-op mode. All right, so the first thing is the components. The components of the game by itself are good. This is the deluxe edition from Kickstarter. I originally didn't have the wooden bits, but once this game made it into my top 50 all time, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely going to pick up all these wooden bits. That way we basically have them available. And then the other wooden bits are the tile. So the tile wooden bits. So this is an upgrade pack. The other thing is if you get that upgrade pack, it comes with a whole nother stack of these puzzles. I can't say you would need these because I'm trying to think, like, there is no way by the time you went in through all these puzzles that in any way, shape, or form you'd remember them. I'd almost say by the time you get through like the 3rd one, you'd forget. I already forgot. Like, unless I look down at the board, I have already forgotten what is next to what in this particular puzzle. So, but the components are good. Everything's great. The sliding in of the cards in here works well. This little, mechanic is really neat. Of course, it can be done with an app. They decided not to do it with an app. So yeah, that's nice. I believe somebody did create an app that creates scenarios. So if you want more scenarios, I think there's an app somebody made. And same thing, you reveal in the app what you're seeing. But yeah, overall, really well production. The mechanics. So the mechanics in solo or co-op are slightly different. And it's really just because of the automation of the automos, right? And how the automos are going to move around. I like the mechanics. I like the reveal mechanism. I like how you're trying to deduce what's out there. I like that it does have that limited movement, right? You can't just like, oh, I want to go all the way over here to this other side of the board. In a co-op game, you can use your turn to pull back your people, which then would allow you to put them. But in solo, I really like how that works. It is random, right? You don't know which arrows are going to come up and what they're going to find. So that did push her further ahead of me. The other thing is the difference between this regular and the solo is when you divine. When you divine in a regular game, you can choose, do you want to divine as many as you want to or not, right? If I just want to do one because I know that's what that one is and it's a 5, I want to get it now, you can do that. But in solo, I had to do everything. So I didn't have an opportunity to really even start doing the divining until more tiles were revealed. So I kind of had to let the bot go out there and figure out where things are for me. So I even had a clue. Once I figured it out, that once a couple things were done, you notice I was just slapping tiles and I knew where almost pretty much everything was. Once maybe about half the board was covered to a small degree. And at that point, it might have been a little bit too late. So that's part of the thing. Difficulty, I guess it depends on your taste for types of game. If you like these kind of deduction games, you're trying to figure out what is underneath and what's where, then you'll like this and probably not find it too difficult. But I do find it is very thinky, very, not brain burning thinky, but it is thinky. You have to stop and really deduce things out and puzzle things out of what can be where, what can be in which spot. Make sure you don't do like I did and accidentally put the wrong color on the tile. I should have double checked what was there to make sure I put the right one in. If somebody thinks I cheated on that one, okay, fine. Take one more point away from me. Let the Automa win that much more. But I don't find it overly difficult. It is a good, probably mid to lightweight. It's a nice filler game. I played the game in about an hour, and that was with me explaining how to play the game. Fun at 2. So the Fun at 2, you can play it in 2 different ways, right? You can play it as versus, which me and Audrey didn't do, and you can play it as co-op. So versus, I feel like that would struggle if both people don't have the same capability to deduce where things are. And that's, I mentioned in another video, I think when I was doing the Core of Discovery, this exact same thing. Audrey didn't picture things right away. She doesn't picture things as quickly as I do because I have a more analytical mind of deducing mathematical or equations or puzzle. Lucita is like me, and I almost guarantee you she'll be beating me in this easily. Easily she'll beat me in any of these types of puzzle games. But Audrey doesn't. So I do like that there's a co-op mode. The problem with the co-op mode as written is it's got this weird fiddly section. I think it had to do with the movement. So what me and Audrey did is we played co-op basically like solo. I don't think we changed much around that whole thing. We played co-op as solo. We each had our own scoring on the board. The Automa had its own scoring. And my fear was that it was going to run away because like it did with me here. But actually because Audrey was revealing tiles, it can't land on those tiles. Even if we don't deduce what's one of them, it's not allowed to go to those tiles. So I felt like our house rule did make it an enjoyable co-op experience. I don't know what Audrey feels about the game. I would play it again with her in a co-op experience. I don't think we would ever play the versus. Now it's solo. This is a very fun solo puzzle. I enjoyed it. Again, you know I enjoyed it. It's in my top 50. Go watch the videos to figure out which video it's in. But I really enjoyed this puzzle. Comparing this to, again, what I played last week, Core of Discovery, I kind of like this right now a little bit better. But again, I just played the tutorial for Core of Discovery. But there is a difference between the two. This is a more relaxing, go find it, no penalties. Core Discovery, you're trying to survive. It's more of a survival deduction game. So a night and day difference in what you're actually trying to accomplish. So I guess it's what you're in the mood for. Do you want to find things randomly and try to survive? Go Core of Discovery. Do you want something that's just more relaxed and just kind of, Mother Earthy? Go with Pachamama, or Pachamama was what it was going to be called. Tiwanaku originally was going to be called Pachamama. Go with Tiwanaku. Last thing is the theme. It's a good theme. I think the theme works for what they're trying to present here, with the crops and the fields and what you're trying to find. Does the theme make me want to play it one way or another versus if they put something else, say for example, maybe it was space and you're going out and trying to find alien life forms? No, not one way or another. I do like the theme. I do like, your Central and South America themes are becoming more popular in the board game space, but at least for me, right, Audrey's from South America, so getting games that are more towards that are always fun and interesting to play. So I think it has a good theme. I think this theme is represented well in what you're trying to do. You're trying to find where to place the best crops to please, well, Mother Earth, or Pachamama as it is. But that's it, guys. That is that. If you guys want to see more gameplay like this, or you like this gameplay, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, bell notification, all that YouTube stuff. But until next time, guys, peace.